Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to the Show Me the Shift podcast with me, Coach Lenora, certified life coach, HR certified professional, international bestselling author, and the creator of the Victorious Movement, a community of wonderful, amazing people all working towards their own shifts in life and making sure that we hold each other accountable to our goals and our aspirations. And so I hope everybody is having an amazing, amazing Monday so far. Hello, welcome. And so we are going to go ahead and get started today. And today I wanted to give you all a little bit of an update because what I'm doing is shifting the podcast a little bit because I am going to be adding in interviews with people who have shifted their lives in the future. We're going to have interviews with people who went from employee to entrepreneur. And because of that, I'm going to move this to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then we're going to actually have where there'll be a broadcast of the interview so that people can actually watch it live if they'd like to. Ideally, Sunday afternoons, if it works with both calendars. And then it will be a live podcast stream, audible. It will be on Monday morning. So it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday going forward in regards to the Show Me the Shift podcast. So Mondays, I'm still planning to focus on affiliate marketing because that is something that I personally utilize to diversify my income, right? Because of the fact that we never want to put all our eggs in one basket, especially now in this economy. We want to ensure that we have multiple ways in which income can come to us. And if COVID has taught us anything, it's probably taught us that, right? That we don't want to have everything in one place. And then if that thing doesn't happen and can't bring us an income, then we're stuck, right? And so based on that, I have affiliate marketing as one of my legs, my pillars of my tripod. Of course, I have the career counseling and coaching that I offer, and then everything in regards to finding your purpose, discovering who you are, why you were kind of here to do all the wonderful, amazing things that you're trying to do, and really focused on your calling. So we have the affiliate, the career, and the calling. And so those will be the Monday, the Wednesday, and the Friday podcast streams. So I look forward to continuing to connect with you all in that way. And right now, we're actually going to talk about the affiliate part of everything, which interestingly enough, and I think I may have mentioned it on the podcast, but my Victorious Movement community is an affiliate community, meaning that people join the community and they get coached through modules. And I'll walk through that actually today so you all can see a little bit more about that. But then also throughout that process, if you refer someone to the community, guess what? You actually get a commission or basically like a community reward for referring somebody to this amazing community that you're a member of as well. So that's one of the things that I find really beneficial is that not only are you pouring into yourself and you're gaining information and knowledge about your purpose, about goal setting, about HR tips and tricks and things of that nature, but you can also refer others to it and they can get that same knowledge and then you get a bonus. It's almost like when you think about referring somebody to a job and they'll say, oh, do you know any great people who would really appreciate working here? If so, then why don't you thank you for the heart? Why don't you go ahead and refer them to our company so that way they can have a great job with a great company, but you can also get kind of maybe $500 referral reward or $1,000 referral reward for referring that person. So it's the same concept. It's just with a community. So let's go ahead and get started and I'll share the community because I think you all hear me talk about it quite frequently, but you may just not know what it is all about. So let's do this. So I think you all are seeing my Victorious Movement community right now. This is my opening message that I share It has a video message, which I'm probably going to update because it's a few months old, but then also the information here that talks about how the Victorious Movement is a subscription-based community and that we are working as accountability partners with each other, discovering different kinds of ways in which we can offer even affiliate marketing. We have different strategies and resources and all of that. And so I'm going to go ahead and take you into the community. So one of the things that we have is a calendar. So this is a calendar that we have that kind of speaks to what is going on a daily or a weekly basis within the community. You can see here that we have the Millionaire Mindset calls are taking place every day, Monday through Thursday, and then we have office hours on Friday. I'm going to be adjusting this slightly because of the fact that we are actually going to be shifting, again, the word shift, gotta love it. We will be shifting to having more discussions instead of like a mastermind with listening to different thought leaders like your Les Browns and your Tony Robbins and things of that nature. We're going to shift to more of a mastermind kind of call, which I'm really excited about, but still with the great ideas of mindset. And then we have a vision board party that's coming up. This I actually just realized is Father's Day. So we will have it on that day. I'll pick another Sunday that we'll end up doing our vision board party, but love to do that once a month so that way people can create the vision that they have in their mind and make that a reality so that way they can shift that and move it forward. We also have where we do every other Monday, I have Motivational Monday. So if I click here, you'll see motivational training through Zoom. So that will be on June 16th, 7:30 to 8:30. You have the Zoom link. It tells you what the passcode is, and it basically gives people who are a member of the community the ability to come in and listen to a bi-weekly training from me as the coach in this community. So that is another benefit. So a lot of moving parts. And things that people can learn from as they participate in the community. And then on Fridays, I offer 12 noon office hours where I basically am just sitting there ready to answer any questions that someone has from a coaching perspective. It can be about their career. It could be about their calling. It could be about anything generally that they may have questions about. And so we've had some fun in regards to our conversations in there as well. We have a community wall. And so this is a great wall that is kind of reminds me of like a Facebook wall where you can just see various things that are going on within the community. So as you see here, I had a Cash App drawing. I do that once a month for people in the community where you get a $20 Cash App or Zelle, PayPal, based on you being a part of the community. So although the community costs $27 a month, you potentially could get 20 of that back simply from being a part of the community and one of the top people who is really involved in the community. So if you're really involved in the community and you're, as you can see here on the leaderboard, as one of the top 3 people, then you get your name in the hat. In this instance, Alicia got 7 entries. Felicia got 3 entries and Krista got 2 entries for their activity for the month of May. And so when we ended up doing that, it was great because we put all the names on there and we actually spun the wheel and a wheel determined who the winner was going to be for the month, which was exciting. So that Cash App has already been sent and that was a great fun part of our community as well. We have an explanation tab for the community because I feel as though sometimes people come in and they feel a little bit overwhelmed, right? So I have a way in which people can come in and they can go ahead and show information about, hey, here's where you go. This is where you click. This is how you get started. This is how you navigate the platform. We also have the Start Here tab so that people can connect with each other. Right now, we're doing daily affirmations. We're talking about what we're grateful for. I have a question of the day, the QOTD. And so today, how are you already showing up today for what you are creating as your next level tomorrow? So that's the question of the day today. So what are you doing today so that you can have a different tomorrow? How are you already showing up as that future person that you know you're destined to be? And so that's a really powerful question. And it makes you kind of think of like, what am I doing today to show up as my next level self, right? We have gratitude. So as I put here for 3 hours ago, I am grateful for the courage that you have given me to follow where you lead me. And so that is something that, I woke up this morning extremely grateful and wanted to share that with my team. You have here hear other people who are sharing great things, affirmations, questions of the day. So this is kind of a wall where we just come in daily and share information. We also have where we can share our wins. If you look in this section, we have attitude of gratitude, where this is where our affirmations kind of get housed. So although you see it on the main wall, we actually go into this section to post it, and then it shows up under the all tab, and everybody can see it on the main wall. We have accountability, we have abundance. So this is where I'm curating a lot of great, amazing things about what it is that may be myths, maybe challenges, maybe ways in which people don't necessarily think from a mindset of abundance, but maybe one more of lack or scarcity, and how we can shift that for ourselves, right? So everything is about the shift. So I think you'll be able to hear this, but this is one of my mentors, Myron Golden. I went to a 5-day workshop of his, and he's an absolutely amazing theology person, as well as a person who speaks to not only the biblical principles, but also to the business principles. So let's see if you'll be able to hear this.
Hey folks, Myron Golden here. I want to talk to you about some Bible myths Christians believe about money. When I say Bible myths, I don't mean the Bible is promoting a myth. I mean, they're just mythological things people believe that the Bible says that it doesn't actually say. One, Christians believe that wealth is wickedness and poverty is piety. There's no place in the scripture that even remotely points to that. One of the reasons people come to this erroneous conclusion is because they do not practice studying the Bible in its context. Who's talking? Who are they talking to? What are they talking about? When are they talking? Number two, they don't do word study. They use verses like the love of money is the root of all evil. They drop off the love part and they just say money is the root of all evil. Or they base it on misinterpretation of scripture that some preacher preached to them. I remember the first time I heard a preacher preach against making money. That preacher had more money than I did, and I was confused. Don't believe the Bible wants you to be poor. You can't blame that on God.
So there you go. So that is just, me finding some great information that I'm stumbling upon on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and wanting to share that with the community to make sure that people are in the right frame of mind, and maybe letting go of some of those myths that people might have, like how do abundant people think? Jay Shetty has some great information here in regards to abundance and how everybody has a seat with their name on it and things of that nature. So wanting to make sure that I am really pouring into the community some amazing information to make sure that we aren't, again, staying in a place of lack or scarcity, but really focusing on how do we move to abundance, because we deserve to have abundance here and now, and not just in the afterlife, so to speak. All right, then we move on to mastering your mindset. So we have our affirmations and things there. And then any announcements that I'm making to the community, I want to let them know about updates, about new modules that have unlocked, about the price increase that we had, which in a way is great. And let me tell you why. So one of the things that I mentioned early on is that this is an affiliate community. And we're going to get into the classroom part that I have here in just a moment. Well, the great part about being an affiliate community is that if the price goes up on the community, guess what? The affiliate commission on that community also goes up. So this community originally started at $9 a month, which was a $3 referral fee for the person who referred. However, now the price of the community, based on all the new information that I've poured into it, the modules have increased substantially, as you can see here. And I just want to make sure that everybody gets as much benefit out of this as they can as a member, but also as someone who may want to generate an income from this community. So now the community has increased from $9 to $27. And because of that, the referral fee has also increased from $3 to over $10. So as people refer to this community, just imagine $10 for a referral. Then that, if you refer 10 people a month, that's $100 extra that can go towards gas or anything. So as you can see here, I'll go ahead and show you. So we have here that it's $27 with the 40% of a referral bonus fee for referring someone to the community. So you get $10.80. So not a bad gig, right? For something that you're already enjoying and doing anyway. And so as you share your unique link with other people who might be interested in participating in the community, then that link is attached to you, whether they click on it today, whether they click on it next month or next year. As soon as they click on that link, you'll be able to generate that. And it's a reoccurring income. And that's something that I think a lot of people aren't realizing, is that when you get involved in something that requires or has a reoccurring income stream, then that is really where the beauty happens, right? Because you did the work once, but that is going to continuously generate an income for yourself. And that's really what we're talking about today, affiliate marketing, right? Affiliate marketing is marketing someone else's product or service, but being able to generate an income from that. So if you aren't familiar with it, you may want to just see that this is really a legitimate, because a lot of people also think like, is that legitimate? Is that multi-level marketing? Is that network marketing? It's none of those things. It is, it's a legitimate way in which even big box companies, if you go to Lowe's and say Lowe's affiliate program, if you go to Kohl's affiliate program, if you go to Dick's Sporting Goods affiliate program, all of these companies have affiliate programs. And the reason why is because of the fact that there are just a lot of different reasons why companies don't want to put flyers in the mail. They don't want to run ads on TV because of how expensive it is. They would much rather work with the average everyday person who's super excited about their product and service, and they want to share the news. They want to share that information with their network. And so a lot of people and companies have actually started to utilize individuals instead of the big advertising firms and agencies to get the word out about what it is that they offer. And so based on that, everyday people are able to make an amazing, amazing income based on being an affiliate of other people's products. One of the tabs that I have on my computer that I don't know if you'll be able to see, maybe I'll show it to you after. How about that? After we talk about the Victorious Movement Classroom, then we'll get into a little bit more about affiliate marketing, because I do think that people need to know more about that. And so as you see here, for my classroom, these are all modules that I have curated and developed. And so we have the Start Here module, which basically helps people to know where to start. Welcome to the community, as well as explaining how the affiliate process works and how they can earn potentially an income. Because if you think about it, if you refer 10 people this month and then 10 people next month, that's $200. And then 10 people the next month, that's $300 reoccurring every single month. So that's the part that I think a lot of people may not get as they join a community like this. So I like to make sure that people have a good understanding of that. So I've created a PowerPoint to just kind of explain that to people, how to navigate the site. We have that information here, but also the rules of engagement and what people can and cannot do within the community. Then we move on back to the classroom and we have Mastering Your Mindset. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to hear this. I think so. If you heard Myron Golden, you should be able to hear this. But let's go to, because this is where I'm really trying to dispel any myths that people might have in regards to why they can't do something, because your mindset is really one of the most powerful things. And, you know, they always say the devil is busy, but sometimes our mindset is busy, and our mindset will hold us back from those things that we really want and desire in life, because fear, anxiety, delay, procrastination, all of those things, imposter syndrome come into play. And so based on that, I want to dispel the myths and help you to understand that the things that you might think are holding you back really shouldn't be, and they wouldn't if you really are focused and determined. So let's listen to this. Mindset challenge number 5. What if I fail? You believe that, what if I do it and I fail? I'm going to look ridiculous. I'll look foolish. People will judge me. And oh, by the way, I could lose everything. But that is a lie. Failure isn't failure as long as you learn a lesson, as long as you are picking up various clues on what you did differently, what you did wrong, what you could potentially do better. It is not a failure only if you quit and only if you give up. All right, so I'll stop there. I can't give y'all all of my juicy details, but as you can see, each one is probably about 2 to 3 minutes. So everything within the community is typically in bite-sized chunks, so that way you're not feeling overwhelmed or, oh, I have to look at an hour-long video. Everything is really, really, like I said, in bite-sized chunks. It makes it so much easier to get the information and be able to have the information stick. And I say always come to any of these modules with a notebook just so that you can write down some notes, because I try to drop as many gems as possible from a coaching perspective. We have discovering your purpose. So this is information in regards to how do you discover your purpose and put action behind that. And so you can see the modules that we have here for discovering your purpose, goal and intention setting. So all of these, including homework, are listed here to help you with your goals and move you from where you are to where you want to be. We have the law of attraction. So I have the movie The Secret, which was really powerful to me when I first watched it back in 2006, when it truly was a secret. And everybody's like, there's a secret movie. Have you seen The Secret? Do you know The Secret? I even had a shirt, and I even came across it this past weekend that says, I know The Secret. And it had the logo of The Secret movie on there. So this is something that I absolutely say before anybody looks at any of the modules under my law of attraction, to watch the movie The Secret first. And I have it linked here as the full movie, so that way people can make sure that they understand what the law of attraction is all about, as well as the 3-6-9 method. We have information from Mel Robbins here, just a lot of curated information that will help people to grow in their way in which they think about what they can manifest in their life. We have the Abundance Collective. So this is a collective of different information that I've curated from thought leaders like Myron Golden, like Bob Proctor. As you can see here, we have Jack Canfield for Chicken Soup of the Soul, his information here, as well as, like I said, Myron Golden, who is amazing. That's why I have so many of his here, because it really does speak to how a lot of people have misconceptions when it comes to wealth and abundance, and how people see it as a negative, which it honestly is not. And when you think about it, the way I see it is that if people have more abundance who are good, then they can counteract the abundance that people have who are not as good. I won't say bad. I'll just say not as good. So we want to make sure that people have that ability to take the abundance that they have and do good with it, when there's so many people who might do bad with it, right? So then we have monetizing online. How can you take your purpose and monetize it? Can you create a course? Are you a coach? And should you be coaching people? Should you have an ebook out here that can help people in that regard? So those are things that we have in this section. We have affiliate marketing, ways in which people can, again, make money off of other people's products. These are all programs that I have as an affiliate. So I am an affiliate. First of all, we talk about understanding affiliate marketing and what it is, but then also I am an affiliate of all of these different products, so that way, as I speak to them, market them, share them with other people, guess what? I'm able to generate an income from that. And for some of these products, they are, as an example, let's do the math. So there's one, for example, the Ultimate Branding course. This particular course, it has all of these modules of information in the same platform that I'm using here today, but it teaches you everything that's listed here, in addition to a whole lot more. There was only so much I could fit on the page. And so based on that, their course is actually $499. So that may sound steep. It depends on how you look at things, right? How much can you make from that versus how much did you spend on that? And that's kind of a rich dad, poor dad way of thinking about things. If you've read Robert Kiyosaki, it's the difference between what does something cost versus what is something worth. So what it costs is the amount you put out of your pocket, but what is it worth is based on what would you be able to generate from that after you put the money out of your pocket, right? And so it has a ton of things. As you can see here, 469 video lessons alone, like for $500 is not bad. But let's say you pay $499 for it. They offer an 85% affiliate rate. So every time I market that, I make $424.16 after spending $499. So you actually market it twice and you've already made your money back. And that is one way that a ton of people are generating so much income, is just marketing other people's products. And I think people think that it's a challenge, but when you think about it, you're marketing something that people might already want to know. People might want to know, if I'm shy, how can I do faceless marketing? How can I not show my face and still make a great income? How can I learn how to grow on YouTube? How do I grow on TikTok? How do I get my own Etsy store up and running? All of these are things that people may want to understand how to do anyway. And so why not also have it where when they purchase something that teaches them how to do it, they also then can take that program and market it themselves and pay themselves back for the course that they just paid for. So those are some great ways that people can do affiliate marketing. We also have here, let me move back. Human Resources 101. So as you all know, I have over 25 years of HR experience. And so here I'm pouring all this information and details into how to understand job descriptions, how to prepare your resume in the right way. How do you beat the AI bot? How do you go about preparing for an interview so that you know as much as you possibly can before you show up? And oh, by the way, how do we make sure that people are applying to jobs that they're truly qualified for and not just throwing spaghetti at the wall? So those are things that I'm sharing with my community, all again, based on $27. So that's where I said, to me, this is such a huge value. We have the Motivational Monday recordings. So for people who aren't able to participate in Motivational Monday Live, they're able to hear the recordings. We have my recommended reading list. So this is great because it is a way in which people can go to my Amazon reading list and they can see all the wonderful books that I am recommending, to include the one that I am in, The Circle of the One, but having all of this information about different books that you might want to purchase, audiobooks, ways in which you might want to get something to pour into you as you're just developing yourself. And so I don't think you all are going to be able to see all of that until you kind of go to my recommended list. But if you actually go to Coached by Lenora, like just Google Coached by Lenora, there is a way that you can get to my Amazon storefront, and it does have some of the books that I recommend there. So there is a list there as well. So something for you to think about. We also have, it just keeps going. Like, I feel like this is a much longer episode than it typically would be, but it's just so much to cover. We have here the Millionaire Mindset call. So those are the calls and the recordings, as I mentioned, from Awaken the Giant Within with Tony Robbins. We had The Power of Purpose with Les Brown that you can listen in on every single one of his teachings. And then we are currently working through The Strangest Secret, which is Earl Nightingale. And so as you click on any of these, you're able to see exactly how long the session is. Most of them are about 30 minutes. And then you're able to listen in and gather all the information and knowledge from that. We also have TikTok tips, because there are a lot of ways. I'm just going to keep it there because some stuff is under lock and key, but we have TikTok tips that everybody is able to access. So this gives you information from TikTok directly on how to grow. And the reason that I picked TikTok is that so many people are really growing their accounts on TikTok, but also generating tens of thousands of dollars through TikTok. And so if you grow a big enough following, even though it might go away, and I think that's part of the reason why they are talking about it going away, is because it's helping people to not necessarily feel like they have to work a 9-to-5, but they can actually just sit in front of their computer and make a great income. So that is why I wanted to make sure those TikTok tips were there. Then you have the Show Me the Shift podcast, where all of these video recordings I share with my community so that if they don't see it live, they can see it there. And then meditations, because I've been meditating for years, over 15 years. And so based on that, I have a way that people can find out more about meditation, understand what it's all about, start with some slow 3-minute or so meditations that are guided, and then build into being more of a meditator who can handle a 10, 20-minute meditation. And so this is a great way for people to kind of get into meditation without necessarily feeling overwhelmed by it, because a lot of people can't live in the silence or feel as though you have to just be silent and not let your mind wander, which, trust me, your mind wanders. So anyway, so those are some great things that we have within this community. Again, all for $27. So including the Cash App drawing that I do for $20 a month anyway. So there's just a lot of great things that I am pouring into this again. And it's an affiliate community. So people who actually pay the $27 a month not only have an option to get a $20 Cash App back if they're very active in the community and they want to at the top 3, they will get on that wheel of names to be able to see if they get a little bit back. But also, you can actually make it back by referring 3 people. If you refer 3 people only, then you're paying yourself to be a part of the community because you made $30 and you're only paying 27. So that also is a win-win. So on that note, I did want to just share a little bit of information regarding the information about being an affiliate and why it's really important, because we do talk about affiliates quite frequently. And I have a affiliate book that I created. It is in my store. And so I want to make sure that people see that and know that that's there. If you might just want to get something, it's only $9, and you might just say, hey, I want to be able to show or to find out more about what affiliates are all about. So let's go here. So as you can see here, I have my own store. That's the Coach Lenora store, coached by Lenora. And so when you come in here, number one, I have some information for the career side, so I'll talk about that later. However, right here, you will see Affiliate Marketing for Beginners ebook. That is where you can come in and for $9 get your guide. And if you click into this, you'll see information. However, I'm not going to show you just what's on this page. I'm going to show you a little bit into the book of why affiliate marketing is so huge. And so here I say I can show you better than I can tell you why affiliate marketing is on the rise and is growing and is at the beginning stages. And if you think about it, a lot of us don't know about things when it's early on, or we don't trust it. We don't believe in it. Like a YouTube, just imagine if you had gotten started in YouTube in 2008 and where you would be right now, right? You'd probably be like the next Mr. Beast or something to that effect. And so based on that, we have that, this is a huge trend that 286.3 billion people, $1 billion is going to be made through social media marketing, through being in a marketing space where you're posting something online, people purchase it, and this is the money that people are going to make. So by having social media as something that you focus on, $1.5 trillion will actually be made by 2030 from people who are focused on marketing something right now that is not your product and having it actually sell and you making and generating an income from that. So it's going to be $1.5 trillion worth of other people's products being sold by average everyday people, and everybody can get a piece of that pie, of course. And so it goes here into how Gary Vee, let me make this a little bigger, how Gary Vee emphasizes the importance of affiliate marketing. For anybody who knows Gary Vaynerchuk, he's great in regards to picking up what are the new trends, what are the things that are coming up. He's mentioned quite a few things that he said is going to go up or going to go down, and it has absolutely moved in the way in which he saw it fit. And so therefore, he's saying that there's big focus on affiliate marketing right now, specifically with live shopping. So you have people who do like the TikTok shopping. You have people who are Amazon influencers, and you can have shopping that way. But everything in regards to being an affiliate of other people's products is huge. And then, of course, the digital marketing trends. As you can see here, this is all stuff that I pull from reputable sources like Forbes, because I don't want people thinking that I'm just saying it, but that large companies like Forbes are saying that. But social media commerce, shoppable content is really important, engaging, partnering with influencers, as I mentioned earlier. So all of these things are huge and really important when it comes to being an affiliate of other people's products. And so again, social media marketing is really huge. And I think that a lot of people who aren't aware of it will soon become aware of it. It's just, are you going to be on the front end of the trend, the middle of the trend, or the end of the trend by the time you realize that it is a trend, right? And so I'm pretty happy that I was on the front end of it, because really I started last year with a lot of affiliate marketing. And so therefore now knowing that it's moving and continuing to grow, and other people like Forbes, like Fortune magazine, like all of the gurus out here like Gary Vee are saying that, yes, this is the way to go. And this is what is the future for the average person to really generate tens of thousands, if not millions, into their household over years, then I just feel like I'm kind of blessed to know that. And I don't want to be a gatekeeper. I'm somebody who's going to share that information with you all. And so with that being stated, I'm glad that you all, if you're still with me, hung out to find out a little bit more about affiliate marketing, find out more about my Victorious Movement community, as well as how my Victorious Movement community is an affiliate program, which means, again, that you pay the $27 a month. However, you have the ability to share a unique link with other people so that they can then also participate in the community and be able to generate an income for you, and they will be able to generate an income for themselves if they choose to share that information with others. And so on that note, that is it for today's Show Me the Shift. I hope everybody has an amazing rest of your Monday. We will be back on Wednesday for the next episode of Show Me the Shift. We'll be talking about career and some top things that people can do when it comes to either your resume, the job description, or interviews, so that we can give people just the edge they need to hopefully get ahead of the competition. So I hope everybody has an amazing rest of your week. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk soon.